Du, 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 du. La, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Wait, what have just gone crazy? Ooh, that's pretty tough. That's a pretty tough one over there. Shaboomba, boom shakalaka. Chakalaka baby. The boom chakalaka. There's that. Yep, we got this going on. Super fan. Craziness. Super fan's a thing, huh? Super fan is a thing. Yep. It's totally a thing. Not a fan of this. Not a fan of that. Pretty cray on this. So let's see, we got this animation underway and we got another one coming up. See what happens next. See what happens next. Alright, here we go. Let's take this for granted. Pretty crazy. The car just zooms off. Well, actually, I think the frames are not enough. Maybe 350. Alright. Take this thing out. So it takes a little bit of a quick one. Alright. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty smooth. So let's do it again. It sounds like opening the door and closing the door. Good. Sounds like opening and closing the door. Good. That's pretty impressive. Now let's go to 0. There. We go hot, turn heavier. Here we go, y'all. Pretty interesting, intriguing. Something very interesting. So it's pretty impressive. Got a lot going on here. So let's get to the good stuff. I think I'll start something from scratch for once. Usually I'm doing stuff that is not scratch, but I'm going to scratch this time. I'm excited about it. Do some things, stuff from scratch for the most part. Yeah, do stuff from scratch. And we go from here. Let's see. Alright. Go from there. Pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Just gonna get things a bit interesting. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be pretty weird. It'll be pretty weird. Just go to the eyes and this stuff. Pretty interesting. I think I have an idea what to do next. I was thinking about something, but I changed my mind. I want to do this. It might look a little weird. People will get over it. Okay, so this is the head. So what we'll do, add some eyes. Okay, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. We got this going on. Very interesting. So let's play with this round. It's very good. Let's see here. Nothing awkward going on here. Couldn't make it like that. Weird. So if you have this face like that. So weird face. Oh. No. Oh. Oh. It's the basis of our animation. Pretty trendy. Now let's get to the fun stuff. How are we gonna draw this? Turn it to life. Make it alive. Make it alive. Let's get this going. pretty interesting. Very natural life. We're gonna get this going. Got some highlights, but that's none of that feels like closest. Okay, let's try and get this one going. We'll start off with the hair. This stuff can all be extracted, extinct. Whoa, that went left. This went wild. Now I gotta do the hard way. Pretty tough. It's gonna be tough. We're gonna make it work. Ooh. I'm gonna have some bad luck. Is Valhalla. Right on. That's better. Okay, let's try and get this right. Hair, head. Why surprise people how this changed later. Ooh, this one's pretty interesting. Interesting indeed. Too nice. Oh my God, is she actually here? What happened? You couldn't sleep at night? Are we okay? I thought we were angry to come on the weekdays. I thought we were gonna crash out. We're gonna hurt people's feelings. What did I do? Say? What you say? Well, yeah, I was talking to you because I was surprised. I was looking. What day is it today? The weekend already?
Oh, yeah. Whose feelings am I gonna hurt? What do you say?
No, I thought your feelings were gonna get hurt if you came on the weekday. Your
You
feelings.
sound sorry from the.
Okay, one second. Hold on a second. Let me just collect this. Uh, no, you know what happened earlier today? We mentioned about we okay. I'll come over and tell you the tea. One second.
I'm not gonna lie, you're echoing a little bit.
Digiya.
Let me put myself on mute. Hold on.
No, let me just arrange myself. Where is it? Okay. Digiya. Let me arrange myself. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Echo gone? Dancing gone? Hope that's better. Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's what I thought. No, I was just saying earlier today, what's it called? One of the women from the other live, that was Mashakalat, came, and I said, oh, people are complaining they're getting body slammed on that live. These two women said, oh, this happened this live, and then I just said, well, I was talking to the other one of them. So you should be defending the other girls when that's happening, and then she was like, got offended. Hey, give me a second. I'm getting a phone call. Give me a second. All right. Hey, oh god damn, it's been a while. Oof. Hey, oh god damn, it's been a while. Oof. Oof. Federal Department. Hey, okay. Hope you can hear me now. Yeah. Anyway, I forgot what was I saying.
You said something to do with the other day.
Oh yeah, the other day I was in the what's it called? Other day I was in the in the live, and then what's it called? How do I describe it? And I was in
The first?
yeah.
No. What do you mean, yeah?
Well, yeah, I remember now. I was in the live the other day, and what's it called? How do I explain this? I was in live the other day, and I remember what's it called. We're talking about somebody. They were talking about the people who were getting attacked on another live. We started talking to them, and it was going onwards and onwards and onwards, and yeah. Then what's it called? One of the other ladies was complaining why didn't the other lady support and something. I don't know. It's just a bit weird. And then we just said, and then what happened afterwards? The weirdest thing happened was they decided to actually, what's it called? They decided to actually.
I feel like you're holding on to words. You might as well just say it properly.
No, what I was just holding on was just basically that the person came complaining about the live, blah blah blah. They body slammed the live. Next thing that happened was after that, the weirdest thing happened, which was that they decided to, what's it called, go back to the live. Which to me it doesn't make much sense. If you are, what's it called, unhappy.
But that happens often though.
I think that's for me what I don't get. Why are you complaining? And then that happens. It doesn't make any sense.
I think people just like having something to complain about. It's like when when a friend comes to you for advice, and then they're giving you all these problems, and then you give them solutions, and then next week again they'll come to you with the same problems. But you're like, oh, but I tried to give you solutions. It's not because they want the solution. It's just they want something to talk about, or they want that problem in their life. If that makes sense.
I guess it kind of makes sense.
They don't necessarily want solutions. They want the ability to complain. That's it.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I said that last time when I was in Bali. I was like, I came from this live and people were saying this, or this person was saying this. But then the same specific people, I remember 3 of them, they came on your live too, and they were saying, they were complaining as well. But then I still see them on that person's live all the time, and I'm like, but you're saying this person's a problem. This person is like not a narcissist, but this person doesn't see women's perspective. This, and this. I'm like, because for me, when I see a problem, I don't want it. I cancel. I blocked 3 niggas because of that last time.
I remember that. And the funniest thing, the person that you had a problem with made a problem with another pseudo girl, and most of the time I notice it's always the foreigners, the ones who are not pseudo. That because I think there's something that happens when you're pseudo, you kind of have a little bit of our customs, where you know there's a line, and also you would not want to be called out by a bunch of other pseudos. There's a lot of things that keep people in check. I've been observing,
Yeah.
and for the most part, I felt like when what's it called? For the most part, what's it called? For the most part, I felt that what's it called? The other people didn't have that in check, and also the other people, they can cuss you out and drag you. It's not like if they really want to crash on their life, they could totally tell you to shut. Because one of the other ladies I heard got told to shut the f up several times, which I doesn't really do lives. Literally got told to shut the f up, and I was kind of like, whoa, that was a bit extreme. But I heard in hindsight, it wasn't. She kind of got involved in something that was nothing to do with her. Fair enough, but we don't usually do that. That to me was a bit off.
Yeah, that's not what we know. Even cussing is like quite. I feel like it's foreign to us. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Come again?
I said cussing in the Sudanese community in general. I feel like it's like it's foreign to us.
It's a bit, yeah. I'd say that. That's why for some of the other diaspora, we're getting used to it. But those other people, even who they do it, they're not supposed to do it every day. It's not like it's kind of weird every day.
But even me, when I find myself saying some things that I'm not saying it often, I'm like, that's not about me actually. This is not how we're raised. This is not the culture. This is not the upbringing that I grew up in. The middle finger, we never did that.
No.
Call each other this, that. We never did that.
No.
Not even just as a community, but just like, let's say, just growing up in general, like within my family, my household, how I grew up. That's like, it's not very disrespectful. What did it get? Don't get it twisted, I'll cuss you out.
Yeah, for the most part. It's just a lot of weird stuff been happening. I've been observing that. But to be honest, I think also I feel like some of us, especially sadly, but I guess most of us are from Australia on the life. A lot of them on Australia seem to be really working hard to please foreigners. I don't understand that. It's a weird thing, but to please foreign hosts, not foreigners.
To please foreign hosts.
Yeah, I felt that.
Wives like that. Maybe look at that.
Yeah. No, you even said that. You said there before one of the lives. You said somebody was like being a pick me. That.
Oh yeah.
I've seen.
I forgot about the other person.
Yeah, no. But let me. No, you don't have to say names. But generally, what's it called?
No, I wasn't gonna say it. I just said I forgot about that one. That's for.
Yeah, but I've seen that thing you described is apparently being replicated. It's being replicated.
As well. And it's not. I don't think it's No, it is actually. I don't know, anything that's not us and not us as in like Sudanese, but not us as in Australian is just more appealing. Yeah. I feel like that's. Excuse me, sorry, I'm tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. I don't know. Can't sleep.
Isn't it like 1 o'clock in the a.m. right now where you are, or is it like 12?
That's East Coast. It's 11. I just finished cleaning. I did a deep clean of the house, like washed the carpets, changed the sheets, did this, cleaned the cupboards of the kitchen. One of those random Tuesdays. And then now I can't sleep.
That's what happened.
It's so weird, to be honest. I'm very strange. Like, I haven't eaten since probably 11 a.m.
11 a.m., yeah.
And I've been standing like all day up until like literally just 30 minutes ago. I just finished and sat down on my bed and I'm not tired, I'm not hungry. I'm like, this is something else.
It's a lot going on, huh? But I think.
No, it's not. Oh, it is actually.
Yeah.
It's a lot to say, yeah. I was gonna say it only happens like once every few months, but yeah. I'm trying to buy a car and it's stressing me out.
Oh, you talked about a car. You still trying to do it? I thought you were okay without it.
No, I was okay without it before because every 3 months I take a holiday, and then so at this time I will be taking a holiday. But instead of taking a holiday because this summer is getting really hot in Australia, I was like, I need to buy the car just to make it easier because it's like when I say it's gonna get hot, it's gonna get 40, 42, 48, and the flies here are no joke. Like, and for me to be walking with a child, 42-degree weather, whether it's 5 minutes walk or 2-minute walk, it's just going to be a lot to reduce flies. And Christmas time, we have so many bugs. We have thick as grasshoppers. Oh my god, Christmas beetles. We get so many bees. Like, it gets really hectic during the end of the year. So, in terms of a holiday, just a car. People are telling me, oh, you should have done it because I'm going at the end of this week to go find a car, and then people are telling me like no, you should have looked for the car first before you even go to first. Like this and this. And I'm like, but how am I supposed to test drive? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do that if I already purchased a car? That's what's stressing me out. And I'm like, what if I go there and I don't find a car? And I'll come back empty-handed.
Which would be pretty stressful, actually. Should be pretty stressful indeed. Yeah, that would be pretty stressful indeed, actually.
But it should be simple. Like, I don't know, my brain just does that. Even when it comes to assignments, I'm just overthinking. I'm like, this is easy. It's not like something hard or something. It's like, but I kill my brain over it. Steps and analyze it.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of stuff, but yeah. But I think since you think you need the car, you should probably go get it. But I think for me, I think most people who are parents, they have to have a car for emergencies. So I think it's hard. It's a bit for me. It'd be hard to stay without a car if you. I don't know. That's what I think. Why most parents have cars, because of the emergencies. What if something happens? What am I gonna do? Like I'm talking about, let's say 3 or 4 in the morning, something crazy happens. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, and I mean, just trust me, I've heard a lot about like, oh, what if you have a car? What if something happens? Because I haven't had a car for a year now. No, almost a year and a bit. And I've heard all that before. And I'm like, to be honest, like it's one of those things where, like, when you really believe it, it's not gonna happen. Like my son, he doesn't take Panadol. The sickest he's ever gotten was just a fever for a day. He got better. Like it's, and like, not to say that nothing bad's gonna happen to him, but in the like everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for the moment. And when you let's say don't have it, I don't think God's gonna, put you through that while you don't. And it's, I'm not sure if that makes sense, but yeah, like we haven't had to have an emergency. And even I think the worst thing that's ever happened to him was I think he was 3 or 4 years old, and he was jumping. My whole apartment's glass. My dining table was glass. My tabletop was glass. Everything was glass, and he was jumping on the couch, and then he hit his head on the coffee table, and the coffee table was glass, and hit his eyebrow, and he got a massive cut which bled.
Mm-mm.
And luckily, I lived literally like a few minutes away from
The hospital.
It's like literally 5 minute walk from the hospital. Yeah, and they stitched him up, and it was good.
Did you just call the hospital, or what happened? How did they come?
No, we have the emergency side, so we just walked. We walked to the emergency.
Oh, it's that close. Damn.
Yeah, like we just walked, and even the house that we're in, unless honestly God forbid he's dying, then I would call for an ambulance. But if let's just say he's really, really just ill, and I don't know what's going on with him at 3 o'clock in the morning, the emergency, we can walk. We can literally walk there. It's about 15 minutes. 15 minutes walk. But I've got friends, like I've got 3 friends I live near, like literally 2 minutes drive near and things like that. And if that doesn't work, then the ambulance, because they're 15 minutes away, 15 minutes walk, so 3 minute drive, it wouldn't really take that long compared to, like, we don't live in the main city, so they're not going to take 3 hours, 2 hours, 30 minutes to come here. So I'm less in that aspect, but yeah, I definitely do understand for emergencies that it's important.
I see. But yeah, it sounds like lucky on that one. So these the emergencies things do actually happen, but that situation was lucky that you guys are so close.
I mean, yeah, it happened once only, but
Hey, once is scary enough, to be honest.
yeah. And once we lived in a city when it happened at that time, so that's why the hospital was that close. Like, it was a 5 minute walk. So, and this one we live in a different area, so it's a bit further, but definitely always blessed, and yeah, everything happens when you can, in a way. I don't even know how to explain it, but
Yeah. You know, we were talking in the live earlier with the ladies. We asked them, like, how long do you have to date someone before you give them a green card? We're asking that question, and we got a lot of answers. Like for you, how long will you date someone before you give them a green card?
like they're already in Australia, and then
Yeah, they're already in Australia. You're dating. They're from west coast of Africa or something. How long would you date them before giving them a green card?
quite a while.
What number would you get?
Maybe 4 years.
Wow. Okay.
And it really depends as well, because if it's like, I don't know, everything's also intuition. Like, if I feel like, oh, this person's sus, I like them, they like me, but this person's a bit sus, because your gut always will tell you. If I feel like they're sus, then yeah, I'll make them wait. I'll let them know, look, I don't want to get married. I want to be in this relationship, but I want us to be exclusive, yes. I actually don't even want us to live together, but, you know, if we can produce children, we can do this, we can do that, that's fine. But if I feel like it's genuine and it's 100%, then yeah, maybe less than 4 years, maybe 2 years,
Wow.
a year. Yeah.
So you'd
2
stay
years
with.
of dating, and then
So you could stay with a West person from West Side for 2 years, or let's say 2 years, and then give them a green card. Okay. Let me tell you the response from the other panel with the other ladies. I talked to the other Aussies. How long would you taste a person from the West Side of Africa before you get a green card? Everyone said like, nope, 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 never, hell no, not me.
There's so many bad experiences that like we've heard, but then not all experiences should take away from the positive experience.
No, the issue about it is most of them I was hearing, like most of them, they come, they lie about their age, they lie about their status, they pretend that they're single, blah 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 and stuff, and then after that happens, they go and they bring their wife and all that other stuff. Like, what? Wife, yeah. So we've been hearing a lot of these really wow stories, right?
Yeah, I've heard of a lot, even from my own friend. Like I've heard a lot. But that's when you have to like low key test it. That's when you have to just learn psychology on the side by yourself and just learn to just test them and see. But then again, men they know how to live a really good double life as well.
But man, I was hearing the story. But I think from basically probably the people have heard the same stories or worse stories than you have. That's why they all just get a no way in hell kind of stuff. They said also another thing they told me that I did not know. Okay, if you agree in Australia to give somebody a green card, you're responsible for them for 2 years. Like I was like, shit.
Yeah. That's why it's hard.
They said like now if something goes wrong within those 2 years, that's your business. You need to what's it called? Figure out a way to stick around with them because you brought them. They're your responsibility, and that's what's it called financially for 2 years. That when you're responsible for them includes payment. I was like, shit.
Yeah, like that. It's and low-key, that's what I kind of like about Australia because it's like it makes like if you're in a position of that, it makes you want to think like, do you want to pay? This happened to one of my closest friends.
Yeah.
And she.
Yeah.
So she found her partner, and they were dating already previously. The guy's from America.
Yeah.
And they've been dating, and then finally they wanted to get married. But usually, a normal couples would do like the white wedding first, or the traditional wedding first, and the white wedding, and then the so forth, so forth.
Yeah.
But because he can't just stay in Australia without getting married.
Yeah.
So she had to get legally married at court with him
first,
and then she had to save about $30,000 in her account, and then she has to show proof of where he's gonna stay, how many bedrooms that she's got, where he will stay.
All this, a lot of stuff. Wow.
And you have to pay the lawyers as well, because they're the ones who are doing all the legal work, or they're the ones who are doing all this. It's not just like, okay, yeah, we get married and then I come to your country, or we get married and then you come to my country. It's not that simple. There's legality. And you've got to pay these lawyers, you've got to pay this, you've got to show proof of this, and even if the slightest thing they see is incorrect, especially like say if my partner was Caucasian, for example, maybe it would be easier because they would see that's a white man. But with Africans coming in general, whether you're African American or you're this, that, the only people that we accept easily is Canadians and
British
people. Whether you're black, Asian, maroon, whatever. If you're from Britain or from Canada, we accept you guys easily. But when it comes from the US or Africa, it's so hard. From anywhere else, it's harder compared to those two countries, or
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth and London. So it's easier.
Mm.
But everything else you've got to pay for, you've got to pay for lawyers, and she was like telling me she was so stressed. Oh my god, I've got to save up for more this, they're asking for this, and every time they ask for more things, it means you've got to pay for more. Like, it's not that simple. And I was like, damn, girl. So imagine this is a man from America. What am I supposed to do with a man from Africa? I might as well move there, because no way I'm spending $60-something thousand to bring him when I can just move there. We build a house and live our life there.
Yeah, because that money is a lot, to be honest. It's a lot of money. I've been looking at all these relationships. Even there's a guy I know recently. He's marrying a girl from Australia to go to Australia, right? Now, I think the girls accepted him. They're together and everything, but I think one of the rules, because the girl doesn't have the money, the guy has to front the money, and he told me that it's a lot of money he's been paying, a whole lot of money.
It's really not cheap. Like, people think it's cheap. The people that can bring their husbands, or that can bring their wives, they're very privileged. They've saved enough money, or they've done some good to save money to bring them. But like, it's really not that cheap.
No.
And imagine to work so hard to do something, to do this, to do that, pay for lawyers to prove, let's say, your husband is legit and you want to bring him, and then you bring him, and then imagine when he cheats on you. I understand why these women go crazy. I understand why they like it's a whole lot. And even with men too, I understand, like, when men they pay for the dowry price, they pay 50-something thousand, 40-something thousand to bring them to Australia, on top of all these extra things that they've got to pay. And then it's like the woman now leaves after 2 years, after 1 year, after she gets this, after she gets that. So
which is crazy.
I understand both aspects, to be honest.
It's pretty crazy.
I know firsthand, not cheap. But my mom she's been trying to get her family for a long time, and it hasn't been happening.
Oh, she tried to bring her family from back to Sudan?
Yeah, they weren't.
But it's very expensive. And also the sad thing about her, since there's no real money back home, she's gonna have to do it all by herself, which is crazy. She gotta have to pay it forward, man. Crazy. She's gonna have to pay it all forward.
Money is so crazy.
Some madness of things people have to deal with. Pretty surprised, to be honest. It's kind of surprising how what's it called? They turned this relationship thing into a business. When you think about it.
I mean, wasn't that what arranged marriage was?
Yeah, but this is for the family, not for the governments.
Oh, so wait, talking about the government now.
Yeah, the government is making a lot of money. Because right now, somebody was saying, I think if you want, let's say you are, what's it called? You want to bring somebody to Australia for, they have to get like a marriage license or something? Application. They said like it's like, I think maybe 50K. It's pretty 10K. It's in the tens of thousands you have to pay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Now,
So,
before it used to be cheaper. I don't know what happened. But
I think because people were scamming the system, I guess. Someone told me that if you're caught, because like right now, let's say somebody wanted to come to Australia, right? There's a couple people who want to come to Australia. They want to get the papers, but they don't care about the person. They'll make a deal with the woman. But if you get caught, that's a big problem.
yeah, you go to jail for it.
And no, even in Europe, it's a fraud. It's complete fraud.
Yeah, like it used to happen, like that's what. I'm not gonna lie, I love Australia so much. We've had so many benefits, but there's certain individuals that have taken advantage of it, and then it gets cancelled. And like and I'll give you like three big examples that really changed our lives. Not my family, but like just in general, like changed a lot of family lives. Like we had the biggest one, which was what's called family daycare. You know, I think the government, especially in Victoria, recognized, okay, we want to give certain immigrants, and especially there was a lot of like a lot of I'm not sure which one's offensive. Do I say Javi women or
Jalaba. Jalaba?
Jalaba women? Okay,
Yeah.
a lot of Jalaba women couldn't just work ordinary jobs. They couldn't do certain things. They couldn't because of the discrimination they were getting and all these extra things.
Yeah.
But because a lot of them, and even like with our aunties, our Sudanese moms, and all these things, they were really good at like health work. They were really good at childcare. They were really good at this. They were really good at that. So like the government increased even like the daycare rates. So a lot of hijabi. Oh, sorry. What was it?
Jalaba.
A lot of Jalaba and a lot of Sudanese parents who didn't even know too much English, they were able to open up their own business and have daycare centers and the family daycare places. And the government didn't really care about that, you know, because they said they did this for the purpose of them, to really get them to get into workplaces and all these extra things. So they did this for the sake of let's say immigrants, the mothers, the immigrants that could not work these other regular jobs that like a corporate job or this, because they didn't know much English, they only knew your English. So they did this, and whether you made 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, the government didn't really care. They did this for the sake of that. But then people took advantage of it to the point where they weren't even looking after children, and they're still claiming children, the payment from the children. So then now the government cut that out. And then the government also was like, okay, look, there's also a lot of immigrants that are grandparents. We've got Cent, which is the government pays for children, or if you're a single parent, the government pays you a certain amount, depending on how much you work, or if you don't work, you get more money if you don't work, but if you do work, you get less money. So then the government noticed, yes, there's a lot of immigrants that are grandparents, and with this whole, especially again in Melbourne, there was a whole lot of birth rates of young mothers giving birth. So they issued this out, and the grandparents literally, depending on how many children your daughter or your son had, you can claim about some people got $7,000 even like every 2 weeks. Some people got $3,000 every 2 weeks. Some people got $1,500. That's a lot of money every 2 weeks, you know. And the government issued that out for the grandparents. So then, okay, if you're not paying for childcare, you can just put your child, like for me, for example, I can just give my child to my mom. My mom doesn't have to work because she's an immigrant, and the government will pay her even more than what I'm even earning at work. As long as my child's being taken care of, instead of going to childcare, instead of doing this, I can now go to work, and then this is what the government can pay. The people took advantage of it to the point where they're even they're putting their cousins. The government's not stupid. They're putting their cousins' children under them and saying, I'm the grandmother. They're putting their this so and so and so and so.
Eventually, they did DNA.
And then the government for that, and then said, literally within 2 years, that shit was cut.
Because
and I was like, this would have been the best thing for you guys instead of you guys slaving, because we don't want our 60-year-old, 50-year-old auntie or uncle or this to be working. This was the best advantage for you guys.
No, the issue also I heard about that. The issue also happened is the government was not stupid because like those are too many kids. That's what I heard. there's a point where the government started looking and said, "Whoa, those are too many kids." And
No,
they
I mean, it was only too many kids because people were claiming other children.
I know.
Relative.
And what happened? Eventually, they said, "Okay, the lady would say, those are all my kids." Afterwards, the government started asking for DNA, and then a lot of people started getting busted.
Yeah, and that's why it got cancelled because too many people were scamming.
Yeah.
And then the last one.
I heard they also have to return money as well. Some people, when they found out it was they're lying about being the parents, they have to return money.
But it's not the people even were lying about being parents. It was the second part is called the grandparents allowance.
Yeah.
The grandparents themselves are claiming to be the grandparent of their cousin's sister's child, for example.
For example, okay.
Yeah, like they weren't like. I'll just keep giving the example of me and my mom. So my mom really has literally just like 2 grandchildren. Okay, so that's like my grandma. I'm like, okay, mom, you don't have to work. There's this scheme. It's called grandparents policy. Grandparents, whatever. You're still working so hard. You know, you're in your 50s now. Don't worry about working. Just get into this. As long as you look after my child and look after this other child, which is your grandchild as well. So she has the 2 biological grandchildren. Let's say for 2 biological grandchildren, she'll get like 5,000 in 2 weeks. So let's say in a week she'll get 250. 250K. So then, okay, she's like, okay, cool. She's gonna do it. Alright. And then she sees my cousin. She sees her cousin's cousin, or she sees my cousin, one of her relatives' children, whatever, and she just sees, oh, this person about to have a child. Can I take your child under me and say I'm the grandparent? And they were doing that for a while up until now. The government was like, wait, what, man? You don't have 10 grandchildren because you only have 3. So you have 3 children, and you're telling me within those 3 children you have 10 grandchildren? Because one of them is 16, and the other one is. So the government was catching up to those things, because the grandparents themselves, they're claiming now other children's, like their cousin, or their this and this, and then obviously they will split it, and that's how the scheme. I think the Ethiopians were doing it for a while, and the Chinese were doing it for a minute. And the Sudanese, they were doing it, but they were doing it carelessly. So like, okay, I'm going to get this amount of money and I'll split it with you. The same with childcare. They say, oh, can I claim the children? And then they would split it with the parent, and then they would have the other half. But they're actually not looking after the children. Because when the government comes, or when the assessor comes to their house, it's like, hey, you say you're looking after 7 kids. Where are the kids? Where are this? And they're not coming on a weekend. They're coming on the days that you say you're working. And it's like, oh, okay. Where are these children? And then you can't say, oh, I took them to the park. They're playing in the park, because now you're meant to be working. So you're meant to be with them at the park. What are you doing here at home? And then you've got to show evidence. So all these things just like is folded down, and I'm not gonna lie, it's our community, because like I said, the Asians, the Ethiopians, they've been doing it for a long time, but because we're not doing it properly, and we're just doing a whole lot of nonsense. It didn't work. And then the last one was the marriage one. The marriage one was really cheap. To get married, you can bring your partner, literally, like, I don't think you even have to maybe pay for the visa and like small things, but they had a series of questions saying, like, when you get your citizenship, you pay for the certificate, for example, but then before you get a certificate, they ask you a whole bunch of questions. When you pass, you pay for the certificate. The same with the marriage certificate. It used to be, okay, I met Rob. Yeah, I love him so much. We got married in this date. So for him to be now an Australian citizen, or for him to be a resident, so you start off as a long what is it? A something resident, long-term resident, something like that.
Long-term resident.
The long-term resident?
I'm not sure.
Something resident. Oh, permanent resident.
Permanent resident.
Yeah, PR. So you get your PR.
Mm-hmm.
And then so you would get like, let's say I got married in Fiji, and then before we come, I'm gonna apply and say, okay, his name is Rob. This, his birth certificate. This. I don't have to pay for any of those details, or to send those details, and then we will do an interview. It's okay. How long were you guys dating? This, and this. When you guys meet, is there evidence of you guys dating? And is there evidence of you guys getting married? You will show those evidence, and then you will pay for the person's visa, he or she, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you will, as an Australian citizen, you would come back, and then the person would come back, but there would be a permanent resident for a few years, and then they can apply for their own visa, especially if they're an adult. Every adult that comes here, they're a permanent resident, and then they can apply for the citizenship. That's how easy it used to be, because people were taking advantage of it, and people were getting just married between anybody, especially no offense, the Indian community. A lot of them were doing it. I even got somebody. This lady asked me. I was like, no, I don't know you, and I don't even know that guy. What the hell? Mm-hmm. And she's like, no, please. And she offered me 50,000. She's like, oh, I'll do 50,000 if you just say, you know, you met here, this and this. And so she's an Australian citizen, but the guy is Indian, and she's trying to bring him over. So I'm not sure if that was her brother, if that was her husband, if that was her this.
But you didn't want that drama.
Oh no! If we met genuinely, and I'm like, okay, I lost no words, but how can you come? I don't know you first of all. You're not my coworker. You're not my anything.
Oh, you don't know. You can't trust you. Yeah, exactly.
In the streets, yeah. I don't know if you're telling me this, and then next minute my information is getting sold, or I don't know anything. So
or maybe it could have been a bust. It could have been a sting.
It could have been anything, yeah. And I was like, no, ma'am, I don't know you, and I don't know a person. So
sorry.
If I knew you, at least it would have been better.
Find someone you know. Go find someone you know. Yeah.
Please, I'll give you 50,000. You just have to take a picture. You have to just have a conversation. We do screenshot. Blah blah blah. I said no. Well, thank you.
It sounds like a scam. That sounds like it sounds like a scam. Why so random? I think it must have been a sting.
No, I feel like hopefully no Indians is listening, but I feel like because we're black, they see us like we're willing to do anything. Like we're just like no class.
We just need money.
Yeah, we don't. Oh yeah, 50,000. Okay, yeah, put up. Yeah, okay, 50,000. No, bitch, I don't fucking know you.
Oh, you think that? You think that's it? We look like easy marks.
I really think so. Like a lot of people who are not used to black people, I feel like they think we're easy marks. Like we're just easy target.
We do anything for money.
No, yeah, anything for money, and also like, yeah, because we're also like immigrants in this country. They just think, oh, we're earning little as well. It's like, oh, you must be, because I've seen the immigrant. Oh my, Australia, love Australia, and also hate it at the same time, because the immigrants, like the people that don't have permanent residence here, they're earning little, and I'm like, that's not right. Mm-hmm. That's not right at all, because I'm like, if I earn that, like, oh my god, my friend, oh my god, she earned so little, and I was like, what do you mean? I mean, I'm a little bit more qualified, but I'm like, what do you mean? Not even a little bit, I'm more qualified. I've been in the industry for 10 years. But I'm like, there's no way, because when I started, even if I was 18, 16, they would not be paying me that amount. There's no way they're paying that amount. She's like, yeah. And I was like, you have to say something. She's like, oh no. And not because she's here illegally. Her husband is he's a citizen here, and he makes good money. So let's say she's working for fun, for example. She's working for fun, and like she doesn't really see a priority in comparison to me, where I'm like, I'm a single parent. I need every dollar, every cent. When that June, July hit, I make sure my taxes are straight. I need to make sure that I'm getting this specific because I need every dollar and everything. Where she's like, oh no, it's alright. I'm like, but they're giving you like pennies, because if you are an Australian citizen, they will not pay you, because under the law you'll be covered by work fare. I said, oh no, it's alright. I'm like, oh my god, let me be a foreigner in this country. Hey, niggas will be getting it.
Fair enough. But wow. Interesting. But yeah, that was a conversation we had earlier. It was just interesting, and I just realized, based on what you just said as well, I think a lot of people have been traumatized by the stories about this stuff happening. That's why they're like, nope. They shut it down quick. I think they've witnessed their sisters really struggle with this and suffer. So that's why they were just so. And also, based on what I was hearing from them, no way they could entertain the idea that, what's it called? No way they can entertain the idea that, how do I describe it? That the guy actually generally cared for them. They said, like, if green card is involved, that's what it's all about. No way. Nothing else.
But what if he's willing to pay for the green card? Like,
no, even still, they don't care.
Yeah, what do you mean? Because it means he has money, he can pay for it.
No, somebody was offered $35,000, but they said, nope, I don't know you. I just realized if they're dating and they're willing to pay, that's different. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because I won't say her name, but I've got a relative, and her partner lives in, I think, it lives in the EAU. So what do you guys call it? UAU? AAU?
Yeah, Emirates.
The Emirates. And yeah, they got married over there, and then she came back and she was trying to bring him, and he's like, no, I don't want to move to Australia. He's like, if I wanted to, I could have moved there by myself. I don't want to.
Oh.
So then, in those circumstances, like, what would you do, but like, what if you just have the money and you just meet the person, and he can afford to even move here if he wants to?
Okay, makes sense.
It would be easier if you guys are married to get the green card, yes, but he has the money to get the green card if he wants to, plus more, like, plus extra. But would that be an issue?
I doubt it. I don't think it would be an issue.
Yeah, that's a bit. I put the heater on, but it's so cold still.
I don't think it would be an issue.
Yeah. And I was so surprised. I was shook. I was like, what? That's when they come to Australia? Of all places? I was like, yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, good for him. If he does, he's got his business there. But then also, again, my father never wanted to come to the West as well, because he's like, F that. Why would I go to the West when I can, better my country? I can't get into that. We digress. I feel like you just on like auto reply.
Me?
No, me.
Why auto reply? Why would you be on that? Why reply?
Why what?
You said you're on auto reply or something.
No, I said I feel like you're just on auto reply.
What's auto fly mean?
Auto reply.
That doesn't sound good.
It doesn't.
It means like you're not really with you. You're just like you're robotic. God damn.
Not me, you.
Oh, how am I robotic? I'm right here.
I said you sound like you're on auto reply.
All right.
Not
So,
the I sound. You sound like
oh,
you're
me. I thought like you. Okay. All right. Okay. No, I'm multitasking. So I'm talking to you and trying to do my thing as well. So it's multitasking is pretty cool, but there's sometimes it will fluctuate in the efficiency. If that makes sense. So it's not really. I hear every single word and every single syllable. It's just what's it called? Sometimes it's a little bit not as or humanly organic as you'd like. Yeah. Mm. Sometimes not as humanly organic as you'd like. Mm. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. But yeah, I think also what's it called? A cool thing that right now, what's it called? A cool thing for us to do, especially since a lot of us might be in East Africa, we might make we might make places where you meet halfway. I don't know. So I don't know. I might go to 3 countries. I'm not sure. Trying to figure it out. I haven't decided. Because the funny thing is, it seems like far away, but it's not that far away. If that makes sense. And it also seems like what's it called? Seems like we got plenty of time, but time it seems to be going very fast. Apparently. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already in what's it called? Pretty much in October. So is October tomorrow? This month is I think October might be tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Tomorrow and everything. Yeah, I don't know. Are you a big fan of Halloween, or you could care less? That's the only thing I feel about October. Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah. Are you big? Are you a big fan?
As in Halloween or Halloween as in HOLLI?
Yeah, Halloween. Even though I think we know for us as Junubin, we should be making, if our country is going well, we should be making our own occasions.
I mean, I like Halloween, but it doesn't mean I like. There's a difference between. I might butcher this, but.
Like it.
So I don't believe in Halloween, but I celebrate Halloween. If that makes sense. Like my son, my child loves it, but it doesn't mean I believe in it. Like, it doesn't mean that I believe in that day that evil spirits are going to come out. Or
I think nobody. I think believing in it means you have no religion, basically.
Yeah, so I have no religion towards it. I have no belief.
There are people who actually
I
believe.
just think it's a celebration for me.
I like to think that's the same way for everybody.
I mean, you'd be surprised. I've seen some.
Like what are they, goths? How would they believe in it?
Yeah, there's goth people, but then also like I could be wrong, but when I was watching Coco, I think that's where Halloween came from as well.
Coco, that cartoon movie, I never saw it, so I don't.
Yeah, the Disney too much.
Yeah, I heard the ending was graphic for kids.
But they believe in the dead and you know, um, keeping. So if you keep the dead in your mind, that the dead will stay alive, but stay alive in the let's say eternal world. So for me, I saw that a little. I might have to watch it again as an adult to really comprehend it, but that's what I took from it at the time. And with the witches and this, so there's people that do practice these things and do believe in it. And there's a majority of people that just celebrate it and not believe in it. And I celebrate it. My son loves it. We like to dress up, decorate our house. We're trying to go big this year.
This 2025.
Yeah. Last year we didn't really do much. Oh no, we did much, but we didn't decorate our house. So this year we're buying all the things. The whole wall of the outside of the house, I'm gonna decorate with webs and spiders. And then we've got this, you've seen our front yard. It's massive, so we're gonna do a graveyard. With skeletons and actual not actual, but like graveyard signs and graveyard and lights. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, it makes sense, I guess.
Huh?
It makes sense on how that being a good way to celebrate. I like for me. I like the creativity part of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what we maybe enjoy more, because my son is a creative and I'm creative, and it's like, it's the dressing up aspect of it that we like. Like I was Velma last Halloween, and he was Scream.
Shaggy or Scooby Doo?
No, Scream. No, from a different way. Two different characters. Two different characters from two different movies.
Different shows.
Yeah, this time I'm gonna be Scream. Or I also have what's it called? Harry Potter costume. Depending on how many nights we go. So I have a Harry Potter costume and he has a Harry Potter costume. So we can do one night where we both go as Harry Potter. And there's another one where he wants to be, I bought 2 costumes for him. The other one is Pokemon and then Roblox. And then I'm going to be Scream or a witch. I just bought a whole variety of things.
Okay.
I can see where it really goes. Do you guys celebrate Halloween?
No, I don't really celebrate per se. Celebration Halloween is pretty wild to me.
Why the wild?
I mean, I celebrate it, but I don't believe in it. Celebrations, yeah.
So are you going to celebrate it?
No, I don't know. The way we celebrate it, we go to a party, right? That makes sense.
I mean, when you're an adult,
Go to a party, you dress up, and that's it. So it's like a Halloween party per se. But other than that, not really.
That's true. When you have kids, it's a whole other difference. And it's so cute in Australia. I'm not sure if they do this anywhere else, because not every Australia's so multicultural. It's so understanding. People understand not everybody celebrates Halloween, and we've got in every suburb they have a community page, and then you write up your address if they're celebrating. So the kids can literally they'll be like, okay, 31 is celebrating, knock knock knock, 32 is not celebrating, 34 is not celebrating. Okay, we're to this. It's a map. Whoever's celebrating, that's when you knock on the door. And usually those who celebrate it, they have a decoration outside. They have some sort of symbol outside showing that they celebrate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, well, for me, I think because right now I've been looking at a lot of. If you go on social media, I think a lot of countries are just making their own days up.
Days of Halloween or days of what?
Like the brother sister day, something day, and other things.
No, we have that. I've got an educator calendar, and literally there's Parents' Day, there's Grandparents' Day, there's Siblings' Day, there's Pets' Day, there's Earth Day, there's even Pie Day, there's Pajama Day, Picnic Day. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's just each country is doing their own thing. It's actual, like my calendar, it's individual people's calendar will not show that, but educators' calendar has like all these different days.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool though. Yeah. But yeah, but a lot of those days you learn about them through social media, right? They weren't there several years ago.
No, I've been educated for 10 years. We have, I don't know, with the educators' calendars, like you order it through a specific website. So we've had these days. There's even Cuddle Day. I don't know. I've got the calendar on my wall.
Calendar on the wall. Mm-mm. Let's see how I've gotten with this. 36. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this scene.
I was saying I've got the calendar on my wall. Do you want me to read you everything?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, definitely go ahead.
So we're starting from January. So there's New Year's Day, obviously. In Australia, we have Australia Day, Chinese New Year. We have Clean Up Australia Day, Labor Day, Pancake Day, or Shrove Tuesday, International Women's Day, Canberra Day, Adelaide Day, 8-hour Day, and Labor Day for Victoria. We have St. Patrick's Day, we have Harmony Day, we have Earth Hour, we have April Fools, we have Daylight Savings, and we have Good Friday, Easter Sunday, Easter Monday, Earth Day, Anzac Day. We have Labor Day, Mother's Day, National Sorry Day, that's for our Aboriginal.
National Sorry Day?
Yeah, National Sorry Day for Aboriginal people.
Interesting.
Yeah, Indigenous. Yeah. And then we have Reconciliation Day, which is similar to Sorry Day. It's also about the Indigenous Australians.
Okay.
And then we have World Environmental Day. We have King's Birthday, which used to be Queen's Birthday. And then we have On the 6th of July, it's just like another not Aboriginal Day, but just celebrating Indigenous, which is called NAIDOC Week, from the 6th all the way to the 13th. We celebrate that. And then we have International Day of Friendship.
Friendship?
And then, of friendship. And then we have Early Educators Day, which is for us. Oh no, I miss Picnic Day. Oh my god, I miss a whole month. So International Day of Friendship. And then we have Picnic Day, International Youth Day, and then we have Earth Educators Day, which is for us, and then Mother's Day or Grandparents Day, then International Literacy Day. We also have Science Week, that goes for a week. We have Book Week. We have Recycle Awareness Week. We have Talk Like a Pirate Day. We have International Day of Peace. And then we have King's birthday. So that King's birthday, the first time, was for ACT, New South Wales, NTSA, Tasmania, Victoria. And then for Western Australia, we have our Peace Day on the 29th of August. And then we have Daylight Savings commencing in ACT, New South Wales, SA, TAS, and Victoria. And then we have Labour Day. And then we have Children's Day. And there's also Geelong Cup. So this is all Australian holidays or whatever. And then we have United Nations Day. And then we have Halloween Teachers Day. And then we have Recreation Day. We have Melbourne Cup. That's only in Victoria. We have another one. I can't read it because I wrote over it. I worked out. And we have Human Rights Day. And then we have Hanukkah. And then Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and then New Year's Eve, and then it starts 2026 New Year's Day, and then it goes all over again on Saturday, Chinese New Year, and all that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the days are quite a lot. Wow.
We have a lot. We have 1, 2, 3. Only 3 events I go for a week, which is NAIDOC Week. Actually, NAIDOC Week, Reconciliation Week, United, Recycling Awareness Week, National Academy. Okay. And this one, you can't, if you Google it, I think you can get it, but this is a teacher's one. Teaching.com. They have all the national, not national holidays, but the what we should be celebrating as teachers in general. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah, because the issue is, the surprising thing is there's so many. How do you keep up with all that?
That's why we have the calendar.
Okay.
We have calendars and we have diaries.
So no one is required to remember it from the back of their mind. It's not possible.
I told you what was on that calendar. Do you think I remember what I last said to?
I don't think you could. I think it's not feasible, right? It's too much. It's not like what we used to. Because I remember before all this stuff, without that calendar, I don't think it's really. I'd be impressed if someone could remember all that without the calendar. I've been pretty impressed.
I mean, some people can.
If it excites them, I guess.
Only specific things excite me. Like I like Book Week. I'm mean, I like Christmas, Chinese New Year's. I like Cook Week. I like Halloween. I like Earth Week.
Mm-hmm.
I like Science Week. Oh, I love that too. I like words I love. I like holiday, which is HOLLI. Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
You say that.
I mean, it's difficult.
Mm. Always in the field. Mm. But I think also what's interesting is that what's it called? I think there's no reward for remembering any of those days without being told them. Like I think when we had less occasional days, like birthdays, anniversary, these more personalized stuff. People like even April Fools, right? A lot of people used to treasure that people would remember them, but now with this, all these other ones, I don't know where they came from. The other ones, and if they're gonna get any better. Don't know where they came from. If they're gonna continue to be a thing or not. Yeah. But yeah. But from a lot of those days, are the kids generally excited by all of this stuff?
It really depends on who. Like, every educator is different, so not every educator celebrates everything.
That
So, like I
sense.
say, I only celebrate with my children what I like, what I love. And if a parent comes to me and says, "Oh my God," let's say I don't like holiday. Like, oh, holiday's coming up. My son loves it, or my daughter loves it. Then we will celebrate that. But usually, it's a highlight of what each educator likes because your class is molded into you almost.
It makes sense. You celebrate in honor of that parent. It makes sense.
Not honor the parents. So I celebrate honor of myself, let's say. And then if a parent comes and or a child says they like this, then we would obviously put that. Because as a teacher, I can't say, oh, I like holiday, I like Halloween, I like New Year's, and I like having the Earth Week. And then you come to me as a student, but oh, well, miss, I really like New Year's. I would say, oh no, we're not doing that. It wouldn't make sense as an educator to do that. So yeah, if the child comes to me and says they like a specific holiday that maybe I don't necessarily, not even agree. There's no holiday I don't agree with. I just feel like everything it is what it is. Yeah, if they tell me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, why not? Or if a parent comes and says, oh, my child really likes this, or they've been talking about this all day, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
No
But
biggie.
if they don't tell me, then I'll just, I obviously don't celebrate everything that's on the calendar because my curriculum isn't, I don't have much curriculum for that, but yeah, we just have pictures on what they highlight.
Okay. That makes Oof, oof. Well, which is Which is your favorite one? Halloween? Is that the one that's on top of the list?
See, that's what I told you. You're like on auto reply because I told you 4 of my favorites.
I don't think you didn't say your favorite. You mentioned that several of them. You didn't say this one.
At the beginning I said, oh, this is what we celebrate. This was what's on the calendar, and I told you my favorites, and I said 4 of them. And so, oh, interesting.
I thought you mentioned Halloween because the kid liked it. I remember that.
No, I only just mentioned it now because I said, for example. But
Did you say 4 favorites? People even have 4 favorites?
4 favorites.
Wait, I'm trying to figure. I didn't hear that. You said 4
I know
favorites.
you didn't because you're on auto reply.
What is auto
That's
reply?
how I know when you're on auto
what does auto reply mean?
Because it's like, I understand you're multitasking, but you're hearing, but you're not listening.
Hearing but not
Because
listening.
you see, so like it's like, and you think you're multitasking well, but you're not. Whereas with the, that's why I used to get frustrated beginning of the year, because I'm like, you're actually not hearing me. You're listening to what I'm saying, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. And because I know when you're on auto reply, you just say, oh, okay, oh, interesting.
No,
You don't say, oh, interesting. You just say, interesting.
I mean, I didn't have a comment, so I say interesting is like I have a comment. I don't have a comment. It's not that I.
No, trust me.
So interesting means like I'm not listening. Wow.
I mean, okay. Let's say I'm wrong. But
Okay.
I mentioned to you. I said, okay. I gave you an example. I said, okay, this is the holidays. This, but it only comes from the teacher calendars. And I said, oh, actually, I've got the teacher's calendar. Shall I read it to you? And then you say yes.
Yeah, you read the calendar, but
I
that's a lot
read-
of stuff. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So then, I read those things, and then because it's in my living room, I was walking, and I said, "Oh, my 4 favorites are this, and that," and they're like, "Oh, interesting."
I missed the 4 favorites part, but I heard the list. The list was long. There's a lot of stuff
Yeah,
on
it was
there.
long. Yeah, that's like that part. You could have been doing anything, but then I said, "Oh, my 4 favorites are," and then you're like, "Oh, okay, interesting."
Oh my goodness, you're gonna use this against me. Wow.
I am, because I remember everything through movement. I remember I was walking through my home, and I was like, oh, my 4 favorite ones are this, and this. And like, oh.
Would you be offended to say your 4 favorite things again for me to hear it, or not really?
I mean, I'll say it again, but like I said, now you can't defend that even on auto reply.
All right. I actually want to know. I want to actually know now, to be honest.
Yeah, I can tell you, but like I said, see, now you have to prove me. I said, now you can't even prove me wrong when I say you're on auto reply. Like, no, I'm just.
For me, I haven't really heard that term. That's why I was like, what the hell is auto reply? Is that like a machine? Or what do you mean? I haven't heard that term before.
So then how did you respond to it earlier? Because I said, oh, it seems like you're on auto reply. And you're like,
I thought you were talking about your. I thought you're talking about yourself at first because of like auto reply. Is that an
you
Australian?
weren't even listening.
No, because like it sounds like.
Getting so much worse.
No, it's getting worse. What I was saying, it sounds like an Australian term. I don't really use that term that much. I thought it was maybe one of your.
Have you been on a plane?
Yes, I have been on a plane.
Okay, a plane. The pilot takes off. The pilot takes control and takes off. And then once it's in the air, the pilot puts it on auto.
It's called autopilot, not auto
It's
reply.
autopilot.
Yeah, I know autopilot.
Yeah. So then you're on. So auto reply, it means like when you just agree with somebody without thinking, you're not comprehending. You're just replying for the sake of replying.
Like,
that's like.
oh,
so
that's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. So like when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm busting. I don't intentionally go to the toilet because I'm consciously thinking about it. I just wake up, go and do it because I'm like that's auto.
So you,
The auto
okay.
system.
All right. Now I was lost, but now I get you because I didn't. That auto reply threw me off. I know reply. I know auto. I thought about because when I hear auto reply, I think about texts. For me, that auto reply threw me off. I was like, what is? Maybe she's talking about herself. What does that mean? I was like, For me, I've never heard that terminology. Maybe it's used, but I'm not familiar with it. That's where I got lost.
You never auto reply.
Now, I know it for text, not for talking.
But then, I mean, that would be similar. That would be the same thing as well.
Yeah, I guess maybe because there's some things in Australia, you guys say we use it, but we use it differently. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's like I don't know where it came from. Is it originally from? Might be Aussie thing. Might be partially British thing because some of the Brit stuff. I think you guys are closer to the British than we are. A lot of what you guys do. So when I hear that, it was interesting. That's why I was just said it was interesting because I'm trying to figure out what does this mean. Yeah. And another stuff. That's what I kind of meant as well. Autoply. When you refer to that, you're meaning not real. Like I'm not focused with you.
Yes.
My head
You're so fine for the sake of
my head is in the clouds. I'm not interested in the conversation. It's not like that. Sorry about that. I
No, but
didn't.
it's not even interested in the conversation. You just like you said, you're multitasking. So you're trying to multitask, and then you're also trying to pay attention. But
I,
realistically, the human brain cannot do two things at the same time. So while you're drawing, you think you're listening to me. So then every time I stop talking, you're like, oh, okay, oh, interesting. So that's auto reply. That's just human beings in general.
like I get that now, but I'm feeling a little awkward. Should I?
Don't feel awkward. I'm a yapper. I will tell you anyways. My four favorite, since you didn't hear the first time.
Okay. Here we go.
I said it was New Year's, Chinese New Year's,
Oh.
and then holiday, which is not actually holiday as in HOLLI. I'm not sure if it's Indian.
What the hell's Hobby Day?
No, hobby. HOLLI. Holy.
Holy.
Yeah, so that's when we celebrated I think in April before Easter or after Easter, I can't remember. So kids dress in white, and then it's like an Indian tradition almost. And then you make colorful designs on the floor. And then when I was back in Perth, my Indian friends used to bring it's like Diwali Day.
I know Diwali.
You know Diwali Day?
Yeah, it's like a Indian traditional festival, sort of.
Yeah, and then they have the multiple colors.
Yeah.
And then so we have the same one.
I like to call it Indian Christmas, maybe.
Oh no, I think that's offensive to say.
Okay, my bad.
Diwali Day and then there's Holy Day, HOLLI. So that's one very similar. So the last one we did, we all dressed in white, and then we had colorful powder, and then we just sprayed it everywhere. And then Halloween, love Halloween.
Halloween.
I love a whole bunch, to be honest. The dominant holidays I really like.
But Holly, where do you think that came from? Because I'm trying to figure out where. Because I know Hanukkah and a few other ones. Yeah, I know. But where did that came from? I think it's originally from the country you mentioned. Same country.
I'm not sure if they're Indian or because this. For me, look, I see Indians and Pakistanis. They look the same to me.
Yeah, the only one.
And then I learned that Hindu obviously is a religion, not the people. So I'm.
Wow, that's true. I forgot.
Yeah. So Holy Day is a Hindu festival. So it's called Holy High. Holy High. Holy High. Yeah, so it's a Hindu festival, but then I'm the same way. That's why I can't even get angry at Caucasian people or other people when they're naive about Africa or this, because I'm also trying to learn about other religions and other cultures and what is what. Because growing up until actually, I'm not even ashamed, up until a few months ago, I just thought Indians were considered Hindu. But not all Indians are Hindu, because Hindu is religion. That's like saying Arabs, that's like Egyptians. Egyptians are Arabs, but not all of them are Muslim.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of them are Christian. Actually, a large majority of Egyptians are Christian.
Majorities are
Yeah.
stretch, but a lot of them are, yeah.
Yeah. So that's like that difference. So I'm still learning. And then there's Punjabi people. There's this people. There's
Punjab is also religion? Isn't that an area?
no Punjabi is. Punjabi is Punjabi like a tribe?
I think
not
so.
a tribe, but like a
An area, I think.
yeah.
Area makes more sense.
I'm still.
Area makes more sense. Tribe is like, eesh. I don't think so. Okay. I want to do something quick. Incredible. Okay, something can go right here. With one closed, eyes closed. Eyes closed here. And then the glass strength decreases. But yeah. But at least but you already said before your class is very diverse. You mentioned that before. I forgot there's a controversy that you didn't like, where they're trying to do so. One of the people tried to do something that sounded offensive. I forgot that. I remember something vague about that conversation. And it was not supposed to be. So actually, it was not bad. I think someone else got offended on the panel, but you said that you're just introducing the kids. It's nothing offensive. Y'all are looking at it too deep. Remember that weird conversation.
Was that last year?
Oh, you remember that, right? It was weird, right?
I do, and I was like, and I think, and that's why I had to stop going into, and obviously I was also making a fool of myself going into that specific panel. But I also understand myself when I'm not, like, I've been on here, you know me, like.
I don't remember. That wasn't my panel, was it?
No, it wasn't your panel. No, it was somebody else's panel. No, but I'm saying, like.
I remember the argument. The argument was weird. I remember they were saying that you shouldn't be teaching that, blah, blah, blah. The kids shouldn't get to know that is great racist. And I was like, ugh. I was like, y'all calm down with that.
Because I came with an example, and the example that I gave, it wasn't even my own, it wasn't the children that actually, it might have been, I gave 2 examples, I think. And I do remember very specifically because it made me feel so bad, and it made me feel so like I said, I'm one of those people, like, if I sit here and just talk to you, like in a general conversation, I will remember the important bits, but not really much, you know.
Yeah.
Whether I'm drunk or not drunk, that's just my brain. It's always been like that. I learn through movement, I learn through doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how, like, even just before when I was telling you, I remember because I told you this conversation because I walked out of my room, went to the living room, and when I was walking halfway through the hallway, I told you, my favorite 4 holidays. That's how I remember. That's how, like, for me, everything's a pattern. That's how I remember things. And I remember that time. I have already made a fool of myself a few times out of that, like, from that live. But then I think she already, and I've heard it from her own mouth. She called me. She's like, "Oh, that girl was weird," and I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And like, obviously for me, I don't take anything to heart because not anything to heart, but I don't take much to heart when it comes to people that don't know me. If it was my own relative or my sister or my this and blah blah blah, and they've known me for years and they say, "Oh, she's weird," then maybe I'll get cut, I'll get hurt. But then I'm like, "Oh, to be honest, she doesn't really know me." So I heard her from another live because I was listening. I was at the panel. I was down at the bottom, and she's like, "Oh, this girl says this, this, and this, and this. Oh, she's weird." I'm like, okay, that's what she told of me. But that night, I felt like I was okay, like I was fine, and I was just contributing to the topic.
Yeah.
And she was saying, "Oh, no. Even as an educator, that's
I think it was you gave it an example as if I recall.
Yeah, I gave 2 examples. One of them was like a friend told me this, and I didn't mention any names. And then the other one was from the children at my daycare. But then it's only I can't say that word. Confidential. Oh my god, help me out.
Confidential.
Confidential. No. Confidential. What's the other one? The same word, but
confidentiality.
Huh?
Confidentiality.
Confidentiality. It's only confidentiality. God, why is it so different? It's only confidentiality when if I mention the names, I mention anything to do with the children that is gonna it's gonna highlight them, for example. And I think I only just said the ages. I never said the names. I just said, "Oh, there's this age, and this age." I know which ones I was talking about. And then she's like, "Yeah, let's stop right there. That's client confidant. Let's say that. That's just client confidant. We don't do that. We don't do this." And then she like dropped me. You didn't even let me finish. You remember?
I don't remember you being dropped, but I remember because I think I was.
No, she dropped me. Because she like that's because when I said this, I said the first example, and then when I said the second example, she's like, "No, that's client confidant. The word confidant. That's the client confidant. You can't say that. You can't say that." And then she dropped me. And I was like, but I didn't mention any names. I didn't mention any parents' names. I didn't mention anything specific about the children besides action.
Maybe she just didn't like you. Relax. It happens.
Like I said, yeah. So once it got to a few lives and she was trickling into other people's lives, I was like, okay, because she was like I said, I was in the panel and I wasn't in the panel. Sorry, I was at the bottom in the comments, and she didn't see me at the time. And she's like, yeah. She said so. She said this, and this. That girl was weird, anyways. And I'm like, oh.
Well, damn.
I was like, oh, okay. I guess it was my bad, to be honest. Maybe I don't know how to interact in these lives. I don't know what I can say in these lives, what I can't say in these lives. Okay. Yeah, if I'm weird, and that's when
you step back a bit.
I minimize myself going to those lives to the point where I was like, okay, you're not.
Oh, is that why you only came to see little me? Because I would not have done that. That's crazy though. I didn't.
And then I was. So I stopped going to her, to this person's life, and then I was coming to your life, and there was no judgment. So whether I was doing this, and so, I'm not sure. Maybe in the background, I don't know. You be talking shit about me.
I don't know, Ali. Bring the receipts. Don't say that.
I never saw you.
No, because you've been good to me, Ali. I wouldn't do that. Shit. You know somebody.
Yeah, but that's how I knew that when I was so I was doing this at the end of last year. So then when everything, like I said, I remember the movement where I was that day that I was in Bali, and I was I think we were going for lunch with my son, and I was on the live with you guys still, and I remember saying like, oh, I really appreciate being on your live, because when I'm depending on who it is, I'm just an anxious person. I stutter, I do this, I don't know why when it comes to new people. But then your live is the only live where like I feel comfortable. I can scream, I can yell, I can say, "Oh no, fuck this bitch!" I can say so much, and you never say, or you never text me and say, "Oh,
No.
yeah, no, I was out of line. That was this."
No,
that
because
was that.
because
Even the people on the live that come, they never say anything bad. Even like honestly, B, maybe she talks shit about me. I don't know. But
no,
like,
B loves
like,
you. B loves you.
She's cool for me. Like there's a few people that I've met on your live specifically that are cool. I've never seen them on other lives, talking bad about me besides those other three or
But to
four.
be honest, you don't come to live that much for people to talk bad about you. It's kind of weird.
But then but when I do come, I feel like I come and I just like, I come and just cause ruckus, like just cause nonsense, and I bounce. That's how I feel like. I just cause problems, not even problems. I just cause, and then I go. That's what I feel like, because I'm not here all the time. I can only be here maybe twice a week, once a week. Depends when you catch me. I might not be here for a month. I might not be here for 2 weeks, depending on my mental state. But I just feel like I come abruptly and then leave. And I do talk a lot of like I do talk my mind, like it's verbal diarrhea. I'm an open book. So I don't know, I just feel good. But yeah, your live is the only live where like I'm just comfortable. I'm myself. I don't stutter. Remember that same person? I don't think you can even recognize me from. We've had conversations as well, but I'm stuttering. Or when there's a topic, I'm mute the whole time. I've only